You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Apple of thine eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wing, O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be. Cover my mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover my mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me. waiting fine. From Margate to the islands, the signal never fades. We lift our hands and praise you for the joy that it brings today. Bless Mr. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, all the viewers too. Every viewer, every caller, every chatter in the crew. Pour your favor on the station. Let the Holy Ghost flow free. WZYE 95.9 broadcasting victory. WZYE family, rise up, it's a brand new gospel day. Bless Mr. Wall Street, hallelujah. Uncle Tommy, yes Lord. All the WZYE family, protect them Jesus. All the viewers, callers, chatters, wave your hands if you believe. Trinidad and Tobago, Trinidad style, receive. WZYE 95.9 FM, the whole world can see. God is moving, God is moving, God is moving here today. Oh, thank you, Jesus, for WZYE. Bless the family, Trinidad style, 95.9, all the way to heaven. Amen, 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 amen.
Bono, the body bona, the bona, the bona, the bona, the bona. Yellow chan can lona, the bona, the bona. Kamla the mountain, she nah move, she nah shake. Stand up for the people, make the economy wake. From the poor man table to the children's school bag, she bring back the money, she fly the Trini flag. Superpower Caribbean, watch it rise again. Kamla Prasad, Mrs. the Iron Lady Rain. Hey, Mountain Kamla, hey. Trinidad champion, she come from the struggle. No, the poor man feel pocket empty, light be lie, but she nah kneel. Open the door for the youth, them give them hope and chance. Build school, build road, give every pitney a dance. Them say economy dead, she say watch me now. Bring back the jobs, make the dollar run through. From Laventil to Cedros, from Tobago shore. She feeding the hungry, she open every door. Strong like a mountain, rain now wash she down. When the pressure bust, she still stand her ground. Strong like a mountain, rain now wash she down. When the pressure bust, she still stand her ground. Kamla the mountain, she nah move, she nah shake. Stand up for the people, make the economy wake. From the poor man table to the children's school bag, she bring back the money, she fly the Trini flag. Superpower Caribbean, watch it rise again. Kamla Prasad, Bisesa, the Iron Lady Rain. Hey, Mountain Kamla, hey. Trinidad champion, champion, champion. Trinidad champion, champion. Trinidad champion, Trinidad. Them try back, she down, try shake, she foundation. But she stand like Everest, pure determination. Caring for the children, no more hungry belly cry. Books in them and future bright like blue sky. She willing fi fight, she willing fi bleed. For every Trini soul, every single need. Oil money flowing, tourism boss again. Trinidad and Tobago with the boss of the chain. No more begging no island, we leading the pack. Kamla the general, we marching right back. She fly straight to USA, link up with Trump. Sit down like boss, no time for no stump. Talk for the people, talk for the land. Come back with the pen, we go right all the wrong. And sign off the deals, make the money rain hard. Economy jump up, no more so fired. Poor man get house, children get light. She rewrite the future, make everything right. That pen in she hand like Excalibur blade. Kamala the queen, know the whole world afraid. She strong, she wise, she love we fi true. From the ghetto to the mansion, she there for me and you. One voice, one nation, one Trinidad queen. 23 seats and beyond, she live in the dream. Kamala the mountain, she no move, she no shake. Superpower Caribbean, watch the whole world shake. She get the pen, she right the wrong. Now we on top, eh. Mountain Kamala, Trinidad and Tobago, we back on top again, eh. Trumpin' champion, Kamala, 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 Trinidad forever.
Yeah, Trinidad and Tobago.
Days are coming. Better days are coming. Better days ahead. Run and tell everybody a change has finally come. We fixing TNT. UNC is love. Run and tell everybody the work has just begun. We building TNT. UNC will get it done. So whatever. Whatever. So whatever. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. Run and tell everybody the best is yet to come. We shaping TNT. UNC is love. Run and tell everybody together we are one. We growing TNT. UNC will get rid of it. Up, straight to the top. We moving up, straight to the top. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. We say, for whatever. UNC has just begun. UNC for everyone. UNC is love.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me see a special happy Sunday to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you know we come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Whenever you join us, do your WZYE civic duty, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And this is how we start the thing.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. and on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
Anselm LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And we are back with you. It's Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsh, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Don't forget, folks, do your WZYE civic duty. Like, share, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. Let me say a pleasant, good Sunday to my pal, the young man himself, out of Salibia or Salibe, Marshall, Uncle Tommy Nisbet. Tommy, welcome.
Good afternoon, Professor Walstradamus. And how was your Sunday thus far?
Tommy, my Sunday today is marvelous, trumandiferous, wonderfulicious, fantabulous, splentacular, splentastic, and splendiferous.
That's wonderfulicious.
Wonderfulicious, man. Yeah, man. How was your Sunday so far?
Thus far, quite good. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. So Tommy, so you know how to start to decide on a Sunday what I'm gonna run before the program or after the program, right?
And today you ran before.
Tommy, how you figure that out?
Well, you wouldn't want it to get too hot.
No, well. My wife told me I had to do something after the program. So, you know what I mean?
Okay.
If I want to stay in good stead, so to speak, right? I had to get up early and go out and run. So, Tommy, so today I decide, so Tommy, but listen to this, right? Yesterday, I ain't even posted up this one because, part of my problem, Tommy, is that I read the book The Magic of Thinking Big, and my standards are a little too high. You understand?
Well, it works for you, so stick with it.
Yeah, but So yesterday I ran my first outdoor race, and I broke the national record in the mile. So the
Excellent.
old
Congratulations.
record was 5 minutes and 35 seconds. I ran 5 minutes and 29 seconds.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Tommy. But Tommy, I'm not happy with that. My goal is to run 5 minutes or better. Right? So, boy. Okay. Sorry about that, Tommy. My goal is to run 5 minutes or better.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I am 29 seconds away, Tommy. How could I be happy with that, Tommy? Help me, Tommy. Help me. Give me some help. So, folks, I want to ask you guys a question, right? After Tommy answers, right? So yesterday, and I really post nothing of it on social media because I wasn't happy. So I put nothing on social media. So yesterday, folks, I ran my first outdoor meet for in 2026. I broke the national record for age group 65 to 69, which was my record. I ran 5:35 previously. I ran 5:29 yesterday. Should I be unhappy that I didn't achieve my goal to run at least 5 minutes, even though I broke a national record?
I think you should be happy. I think you should be happy because you've improved.
Yeah, but Tommy, the improvement is not up to my standard.
Well, you just got to keep trying until you get to where you need to get to.
Okay, good. I like that. And I'm gonna get to the chat. So Tommy also now. So being that I was upset, Tommy, I tell myself, you know what? I'm going out and run 6 miles today. Was I upset? Right?
All right.
And when I get upset, the easiest thing for me to do is to go out and get high.
I hear you.
Right? High on running. You always say you're getting high. Go out and get high on running.
I hear you.
So I target 6 miles. And I say, you know what? I want to run this 6 miles kind of fast. So I end up running 45 minutes and 13 seconds, which was like about under 7 minutes and 30 seconds. It was actually 7 minutes and 26 seconds per mile. And Tommy, when I was finished, boy, I feel like I could take a drink, Tommy. And I did. I take a drink of organic coconut water.
Well, I thought you were gonna say Balize juice.
Now, Tommy, that not in my house. That not in my house. Yeah. So yeah, and I was happy, Tommy. You understand? So I'm asking you guys that question, right? So let's get to the chat, Tommy, so we could get to that question. Okay. All right.
I
So,
see
Tommy,
Vol did it again.
yeah. Hold up, eh? So, Tommy, I gotta go out and come back so I could refresh this thing, all right? I'm gonna go out and come back. Quickly, 1 minute. Give me 1 minute.
All righty.
Okay, here we go.
Yep, you're in.
So, your partner do it again?
Vol.
Huh? We. He does only do it on a Sunday, right? He can't do it like a week.
No, I think last week he came in first during the week.
He came in first during the week. You sure about that?
Someone can verify it. If he wants to, he can verify it.
Yeah, all right. I thought he was just a weekend warrior. You know, he's just someone that's just weekend warrior. He's just a weekend warrior. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me do start because you know he go start. He go start on me. He go start. Let me do start on him. Anyway, Volsang was in first. He come with the cookie eye again. Back to normal. So no problem with that. Then Pusad Ramnat. Who you had next?
Prasad Ramnath.
Pusad Ramnat. Good day, guys. Same to you. Then Kevin George. Kevin George, good day to all in the village. Then Angela Darius.
Yep.
That is Nandi.
Nandi's mother.
Nandi mother, which is Jaden's grandmother.
Grandmother.
All right, boy. You see, I'm learning quick, but I'm learning. I'm learning. Bennett Thomas. Good evening, Professor Warshik, Uncle Tommy, and all in the village. Good evening to you, Bennett. Jennifer Maharaj. Jennifer been here before, right?
I don't remember her.
Huh?
I don't remember her.
Yeah, I remember Jennifer. Anyway, folks, say hello to Jennifer. I think this is Jennifer.
Welcome.
Jennifer, is this your first time here? Just checking. Nice photo. You all can protest the disappearance of public funds. Just keep within the guidelines. Okay. What is that about there, Jennifer, boy? Virginia, pleasant. Good afternoon, Professor Warshik, Uncle Tommy. Blessings to all in the village. Blessings.
Same to you, Virginia.
Joan Biznat. Good evening, everyone. Watching from Brooklyn, New York. Have a great. Hey, Joan, I thought you was in Trinidad. You're back in Brooklyn. Wasn't Joan in Trinidad recently, Tommy?
Yep.
Hey, Tommy. You know, you know. Have you heard from the waffler in a while? The waffler.
No, he was in Florida, wasn't he?
But we haven't heard from him in a little bit, right? Some people send me some things, man. I ain't gonna expose the waffler. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna leave the waffler alone. Let him waffle all over the place. Because you waffling all over the place, they say to me. Michael Scotland, good evening. Good afternoon. Good evening to one and all the village with Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy, WZYE. Elsie Lacan, good afternoon, everyone. Have a safe and blessed Sunday. Same to you. Hope everyone had a good Corpus Christi. Ishwar Singh, blessings to all in the chat and others. Special regards to Professor Warshik, Uncle Tommy. Cool as cucumber. Tommy, issues as we encounter, positive and negative. Let's discuss. Correct is right. Michael Scotland. Bennett says, villager, so much happened political since we last gathered. The propagandists are deployed in every nook and cranny in the country, spreading the gospel of the PNM. Correct is right. Matilda, welcome to you. Good afternoon, everyone. God's guidance always. Tommy, you know, I don't understand something, boy. You know, the extras of our article today, right? The headline is PNM will win the next election. So I had to do an editorial in it. Well, WZYE had to do an editorial. We did an editorial in it. I mean, anyway, they're very consistent. Hafiz Mohammed, good afternoon. Hafiz, how are you?
They have an agenda.
Yeah, boy, they have an agenda.
They're working feverishly on it.
Boy, they're working morning, noon, midday, afternoon, evening, night, and 4-day morning. By the way, as I said that, what does 4-day morning mean?
Before the day in the morning.
Wait. Before the day in the morning?
Yeah. Before day Morning.
Before day,
Or should I say before daylight?
before daylight in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
That is 4 day morning.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy, I don't know. I don't know. I know about that, nah. I know about that.
That's
Semantic
9
don't
to
know what time this program really start. Program started. We just started program at 1:59. Semantic. Hey Tommy,
1 o'clock.
we just started this program 1 o'clock on the dot. But wait now, boy. Charmaine just sent me this. Hi, Professor Wall Street. This is Charmaine from Queens, New York. You're not hearing from the waffler because he's on other stations saying things about you. We, Tommy, that's why we hearing from him.
Well, our
We
listeners will let us know.
you get exposed by Mr. Waffler. You get exposed. Mr. Waffler. That's why we have people here in the village, Mr. Waffler. Mr. Ollie, is that true? Is it true? I don't know. I'm asking, eh? Is it true that the Wafflers be on another station talking about we? Asking. I ain't sure. All right. Yeah, semantics, the program that start at 12:59 p.m. on the dot. Every once in a while we may start at 1 o'clock, but 12:59 on the dot. Yeah. Yeah, we try to be as punctual as possible. We try. Some days we might end up starting at 1. Right? Right. Some days we might start at 1 semantic. Marilyn, how are you? How are you doing, Marilyn? All right, you see, look, about 35 minutes after the appointed time. Well, somehow would that make any sense, man? The program start at 1 p.m., Tommy, right?
Yep, we play music for about
Not just play music, Tommy, but we inspire you. We inspire you for the rest of the day. We
correct.
give you inspiration like no other. We inspire you. So when you're finished here, you're inspired for the rest of the day. You're
You're
good.
charged.
You're charged, yeah, but you're ready. You say, yeah, boy. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what we do. That's what we do. Different. Or listen to this, eh? I want to play this. We do mean this, you know. We really and truly do mean this. Listen to this.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station. We're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
And that's what we should do. Yeah? Daisy Basdeo, welcome to you, Daisy. Good afternoon. So semantics say, so you should finish at 4:35 p.m.
Mm,
All right, Tommy, I will leave you to talk to semantics. All right? I will leave you to talk to semantics. Just cool, good afternoon, Wall Street. Tommy sang. Yeah. Old song say, he used to do one at a time. And we doing me what he want. All right. Gordon Gangachana Dryden Joseph says, good God after lunch to this village. Some, I believe, went to the grocery, some the market, some to church. Oh yes. The last one, that's me because my motto is God first. Okay. Santa Cruz. Good afternoon, Worship. Uncle Tom, my friends in the village. Hope the weather is better wherever you are. Yeah, but the weather was nice today. But nice today. Eugenia Pandit, a pleasant Sunday, Professor Worship, Uncle Tom, and all in the village. Hope everyone have a splendiferous afternoon. Blessings, everyone. Just cool say PNM going all out to the stable country. PNM in full government mode. Not just the PNM, but the fourth estate too, The fourth estate too. Bennett
Yeah,
Thomas
but
said, "Gordon, I thought you said you put country first." Semantics said, but Professor Wall Street, with 3 Koki eye, it's 1:30 p.m. The program start. Semantics, the program start now. At 1:31, Volsang say 4 minutes, 7, be patient. Okay. Island Man TT, good afternoon to everyone in the foliage. Volsang say like, Walls got a call from the higher ups. The higher ups? Who is that? Who's the higher up? What's this? A true journalistic professional operation. Okay. Whoever that is. Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
Hey, good afternoon, Pro faculty and everybody in the village.
same to you.
Question you asked, the question you asked earlier on,
Yeah.
setting goals is important.
Yeah.
Meeting them is very, very important. Being satisfied with breaking records is up to the individual. If you set goals and you didn't meet them, that doesn't mean to say that how you feel.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
It's just that you need a little more time to meet the mark.
Correct.
You might set that time, but that time mightn't be the timing for you meeting your goal. Yeah. You see, something that we fail to understand or we fail to realize that this world doesn't operate on our timing.
Correct is right.
True.
Right? The universe has a specific way of ordering things.
Yep.
Right? God placed everything in order and He set things in their own timing so that they would take place. The moon doesn't run the same cycle. They shift degree by degree. But we mightn't see the shift in the degrees, right? But they follow the natural course. Likewise, to fulfill their rotation, they have to go according to that order. We might want things to be a certain way, and we may set goals for that, but we haven't yet recognized what God has placed in store for us, so that we're running, and we might run a little faster than what, So we had to understand that when we fulfill the goals that we have in our minds,
Yeah.
sometimes it's according to God's timing. And if we don't fulfill it, it's probably not God's own timing. So we just have to be satisfied
Correct.
with the things that we have now. Be satisfied for now that we accomplished and hope that we can fulfill it in the future. Right?
Yeah.
So go beat yourself on that one. Have a blessed evening.
Thank you, Mr. Intellectual.
Thank you, Mr. Intellectual. What is divine?
Yeah, that's how we give Mr. Intellectual our name, Mr. Intellectual. He intellectualized that one. Yeah, I made that one up. He intellectualized that one. You understand?
Yep.
Yeah, but it makes sense. But I guess that's part of my nature. Anyway, let me go back to the chat. Anthony Ford says, congratulations, Wall Street. Gordon Gangachana said, this is one time I believe my friend. Standards are too high for him. If he asks me, I'll advise him on standards for free. You understand that, Tommy?
He wants to advise you on standards for free.
What standards you want to advise me on?
running a mile in
5 minutes. Well, you wanna 10-meter dash in like 5 seconds. Who you advise me? No, that's all right. I'll pass on that free advice. Or she congratulations, you did great. Don't beat yourself up. Thank you, Judy Ali. Michael Scotland said the rain give him a little break. Gordon Malone, Ganga Chana Dry Just anytime one did not meet their goal, they should be unhappy. That's not true. I don't believe that. What did that what did that person say again? You didn't fail, you just have found 100 ways that didn't succeed, something to that effect.
is
That's all
that
me. Huh?
is that what it means?
There was a quote, something like that is that Thomas Edison didn't fail. He just found 300 ways that wasn't successful. And he was trying to do some experiment. Anyhow, that's it's something I
Light
looked
bulb.
at. Thank you, Bennett. Bennett say your goal is in sight.
True.
Harold said you to be happy but trying for 4.5 so you'll make the 5. Okay. All right. Tara, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Washington. I'm going to be watching Lockdown and listening. Good afternoon to you, Tara.
Same to you, Tara.
Island Man TT said, congratulations on beating your own record. No need to be disappointed. I don't understand this fellas, If one's self-esteem is low, they'll be looking for sympathy. What does he mean?
He only knows.
The only record he ever had was a 45.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You never LP.
He got help. He got 45. Yeah, he got a 45. Rais, welcome. Blessed evening to you too as well. Jennifer C. Paul, good afternoon to you. Judy, I always say Wall Street and Tommy, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you as well, Judy.
Same to you, Judy.
Anthony Ford says, around the East says, Walls, the muffler all over trying to be important. Is muffler or waffler?
He call him muffler.
Nick, the waffler better known as Foreign News and Baby Champ, living on Talk City Radio. It'll be there every day. Okay. Really? Now I don't know when them time I'll be out running and things. Monica Ramki, soon welcome. Good afternoon, Professor Warshik. Uncle Tommy on the chat. Happy Sunday. Same to you.
Same to you.
Anthony followed that he says Warshik, remember mainstream media is 100% PNM party. Ramdeo Baijo, welcome. Calling on Alyssa Phillips to go down south to protest for the brutal killing of the precious little Mercedes. Anthony Ford said, yes, Walsh, that is true about the muffler. Okay. No answer. Well. Semantics said, but you and Tommy come in at what time is that? Johnny C. Paul says, PNM desperate. PNM desperate. Bennett Thomas said, true pro, the Waffler 91.1 showing his knowledge. Why you can't come here and show your knowledge? Santa Cruz said, he talk one set of nonsense here, but very alert on Talk City. He take his meds before talk to them. Uranus McFarlane, welcome. Sunday Express following penniless and making prediction about the next election. That is dotishness. They maybe not around them. Yeah, we got our editorial of that. Angie says, happy and blessed Sunday to worship Uncle Tommy and all in your village. Same to you, Angie.
Same to you, my dear.
So, folks, we're going to take that first break. Capitan, welcome. We're going to take that first break. Good zone. Is that good zone? Hi, good afternoon, gentlemen. Hope you all had a good lunch so you can deal with these foolish PNM people. Have a good afternoon. We're going to take that break. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Don't forget, folks, and if you join us, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And don't forget, please share the live as soon as you get in. Thank you.
Stick on stay. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life. And as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
Laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest. It's alleged, it's alleged, it's alleged, it's alleged. Hey, tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Petrochen workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. But billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money. The end is here, security. PNM dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say, PNM dead. Even the 1% say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making. The DMO leaving. PNM dead. Condolences to the Balize. SIEP, no more pale pale. The rising sun is ready to govern Trinidad and Tobago for a brighter tomorrow. One, restart the economy, two, health sector, immediate victory. Abolish crime, put sports on the front line. Oh, every pipe must have water. Five, roads smooth as six, provide people with work. UNC and making jokes. Tell them drilling say, PNM dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough, the put a spin. Inside sources say, PNM dead. Tell them Arnold say, PNM dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night, flambeau burning steady. The casket was on the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. PNM dead, dead, dead. Tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Some of the members say, the party dead, dead, dead. When the carrot come some leaders here, what's up? Seems like not one of them was in shock, put them in one big box. B&M dead. Tell them Munilal say, B&M dead. Teachers, doctors and nurses say, the party dead, dead, dead. All the bad investments and fellas make investors not coming for the work, no more ice cream and cake. B&M dead, dead, dead. The Red Party showed no empathy for 18 babies and pipeline families. They so heartless, citizens in distress. The country in a crisis, SOE and still all Estes. 1. UNC on a mission 2 to correct the school system. 3. End poverty and clean up TNT. 4. Speed up the housing process. 5. Lower taxes. 6. Revamp we energy. Bring back the oil refinery. Tell them Kamala say, B&M dead. Petro chain workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubba billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money, the end is here, security. B&M dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say, B&M dead. Even the 1%ers say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making, the DMO leaving. B&M dead, dead, dead. Tell them drilling say, B&M dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough to put a spin. Inside sources say, B&M dead. Tell them Arnold say, B&M dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket closed and the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. B&M dead, dead, dead.
I just want all you to know one thing. When it comes to certain politicians, I don't care for them. Penny, I don't care for she. Come, I don't care for he. Dolly, I don't care for she. Stewarty, I don't care for he. For 9 long years they sit in the chairs. Country get bruised and nobody care. Crime run wild, money gone astray. Now they in opposition, everybody have something to say. They talking solution morning, noon and night. But when they had power, nothing wasn't right. Economy sinking, people living in fear. Now all of a sudden everybody's an engineer. Penny talking like she have the plan. But where that plan was when Rowley was the man. Marvin,
I don't care for he.
Scotland,
I don't care for he.
Regis,
I don't care for she. I don't care for them.
Manning shouting from the back of the line, explaining today what he forget in 9. Marvin talking safety, crime and control. But when he was there, crime take a toll. They posting videos, plenty long speech explaining now what they couldn't reach. They hoping people memory short, but suffering though erase so fast. They had the chance, they had the rain, and leave the country in social pain. Marvin,
I don't care for he.
Kareem,
I don't care for he.
Hans,
I don't care for he.
The opposition,
I don't care for them.
you all left the country in a mess and expect it to be cleaned up in 8 months. Delusional.
I don't care for she.
Calm.
I don't care for he.
Dolly.
I don't care for she.
Stewarty. I don't care for he. PNM.
This is the end.
I don't care for them.
PNM fire.
Fire! 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 Fire!
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country. And we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
Remember to take the gospel of the PNM and to spread it in your homes, your villages, in your offices, and throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago.
And we are back with you. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday semantics from 1 to 4 p.m. Every Sunday semantics from 1 to 4 p.m. Of course, whenever you join us, do your WZYE civic duty. Share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And please, as soon as you get in, share that live. We thank you.
So Tommy, you know, it is sad when you have an opposition leader, a weak opposition leader, Penny Week Beckles, who doesn't do homework before she goes into the parliament and have to be schooled by the prime minister. Schooled. Right? I mean, you know, do a little homework, you know. 1985-86 was the last time.
That's 40 plus years.
Yeah, 40 plus years, right? We had a seat on the Security Council, the UN Security Council. And anyway, so folks, listen to this. So it's kind of sad that Penny continues to be weak, the weakest opposition leader in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, the weakest by far. If there was a race for the weakest opposition leader in Trinidad and Tobago history, Penny will win by a mile.
Sure.
Like the mile that I just ran yesterday, Tommy.
Yep.
She will win by that whole mile. Whole mile. All by her lonesome. So take a listen to this.
For Bates, another for Al-Rawi. The UNSC debate. One rule for Bates, another for Al-Rawi. The UNSC debate, Beckles' double standard, and why Penny Beckles is the weakest opposition leader in TNT's history. Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome to WZYE TV. Today we cover two connected stories that together paint a damning portrait of the people's national movement under opposition leader Penelope Beckles, a leader whose weakness, inconsistency, and political cowardice are becoming the defining features of her tenure. The UNSC debate. Beckles tries to steal credit, gets schooled. In the House of Representatives on June 5, 2026, Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar delivered a landmark statement on Trinidad and Tobago's election to the United Nations Security Council, 181 votes out of 191 eligible member states, representing approximately 95% of the vote, with the endorsement of all 5 permanent members: the United States, United Kingdom, France, China, and Russia. The Prime Minister was clear. This was the result of strategic planning, sustained diplomacy, and deliberate engagement, launched when she formally took TNT's campaign to the UN General Assembly in New York in September 2025.
You know, Tommy, it's interesting, right? The PNM, under the former in office for over 10 years, right?
Yep.
They couldn't achieve this, what this government led by Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar achieved in 12 months. And who does call the lollipop man again? I don't remember. Some fella they used to call lollipop, some fella. Who's that? You remember, Tommy?
He was the foreign minister.
Oh, yeah, the foreign minister. Yeah, Tom, you see, Tommy? The foreign minister. What was his name again, Tommy?
Brown.
Brown. Yeah, correct is right. Yeah, Brown. Yeah, Dr. Amy Brown. Right, Dr. Amy Brown. I thought something to do with some type of lollipop, but anyway, Dr. Amy Brown. They want to take credit for the work that this government have done. Imagine that, Tommy. You had a whole decade to do something. You couldn't get it done. When a new government comes in, led by Kamala Prasad, they get it done. You want to take credit for it. How that making any sense, Tommy?
It makes no sense at all, but nonsense seems to be the agenda for the fourth estate.
All right, let's continue to listen.
Less than 1 year, 181 votes. The world said yes to Kamala. And then Penelope Beckles opened her mouth. Prime Minister, are you aware that TNT first served at the UN Security Council in 1985 following the decision of the PNM government? That was Beckles' contribution to one of the most significant diplomatic achievements in this nation's modern history. A history lesson from 40 years ago. Prime Minister Prasad Bisesar's response was perfectly surgical. I'm reminded that is almost 50 years ago. Many of you sitting here were probably not even born. Correct. And the PNM, with 10 years to replicate that 1985 achievement, spent $67 million Trinidad and Tobago dollars, 10.1 million US dollars, paying a New York lobbyist named Arthur Collins, a man former PM Keith Rowley publicly acknowledged he knew quite well.
Tommy, think about that, Tommy.
Yep.
They spend 67 million US, 67 million, 10 million US for a lobbyist. And they couldn't get a seat on the UN Security Council for 10 million US.
You could have done better.
Tommy, boy, Tommy, Tommy, you're preaching, but you're preaching, Tommy. Preach, Tommy, preach. I could have done better. Correct is right. You're absolutely correct. I could have done better. And you know, I mean, I would have do it for half, Tommy. I would have do it for 5 mil US. You understand? I gonna take 10 mil. No. I'd take 10 mil. I'd take 10 mil. Yeah. I'd take 10 mil. But let's continue to listen.
Well, over 9 years of lobbying fees, the PNM produced, in the Prime Minister's own words, little evidence of measurable achievements, significant business opportunities, or meaningful diplomatic outcomes. While the PNM purchased access, this government earned respect. The contrast is stark, and it is devastating. The PNM wasted $67 million of taxpayers' money and failed to secure the seat. The UNC government spent next to nothing on promotional materials and a single New York reception, and got 181 votes. Beckles' response to that contrast was to invoke 1985. If that is the best the leader of the opposition can offer this nation, Trinidad and Tobago is in trouble. The Bates Al-Rawi scandal. One standard for a young woman, another for the old boys. Now, let us turn to the story that reveals even more about Penelope Beckles' character, or rather, the profound absence of it. Both opposition Senator Janelle John Bates and opposition Senator Faris Al-Rawi edited a witness statement prepared by former Health Minister Terrence Dialsing before it was submitted to the Public Administration and Appropriations Committee, a parliamentary committee on which John Bates served. When track changes in the document were traced back to John Bates, a political firestorm erupted. The PAC issued a special report citing a conspiracy to commit contempt of Parliament. John Bates apologized, offered her resignation, and was ultimately removed from the Senate after over a month of Beckles' characteristic dithering. Faris Al-Rawi? He is still there, untouched, unbothered, unmoved. Al-Rawi, the far more senior and experienced politician, a former attorney general of this country, edited the same document. His explanation was that he did so as Dialsinga's personal attorney. Beckles asked him for a report. She met with him, and then she did absolutely nothing. When reporters asked Beckles whether al-Rawi should also resign, she said, "Well, I've asked him for a report, and I'm also going to meet with him." That was the totality of her action. John Bates removed. Al-Rawi retained. Both involved in the same matter. One standard for the young woman senator in her first year. A completely different standard for the powerful, well-connected former attorney general. WZYE TV asks, why? What is the difference between John Bates and al-Rawi in Penelope Beckles' eyes, other than gender, seniority, and political connections? WZYE TV analysis. Let us be direct. Penelope Beckles has now firmly earned her reputation as the weakest opposition leader in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. That is not WZYE TV's characterization alone. It is a conclusion the public can draw from the evidence of her own conduct. In the UNSC debate, she offered a 1985 history lesson as a response to a 2026 diplomatic triumph. She said nothing about $67 million in lobbying fees that produced nothing. She had no meaningful counter to the Prime Minister's devastating contrast. The PNM purchased access. This government earned respect. In the Bates al-Rawi matter, she threw a first-year female senator under the Balize bus while protecting a powerful male former attorney general who was involved in the exact same conduct. She dithered for over a month before finally accepting John Bates' resignation, only after PNM stalwarts publicly criticized her delay, while al-Rawi walked away without consequence. One stroke for Bates, a totally different one for al-Rawi. If that is Beckles' definition of leadership, integrity, and accountability, then the PNM has a profound problem. The bigger question for the PNM faithful is this: is Penelope Beckles capable of leading an effective opposition, let alone a government? A leader who cannot enforce a consistent standard within her own Senate bench, who invokes 40-year-old history to contest a modern diplomatic achievement, and who spent a month dithering over a resignation that common sense demanded she accept in 48 hours. That leader is not ready for prime time. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar continues to govern. 181 nations said yes to her leadership. The world is watching TNT with renewed respect. And Penelope Beckles is still asking whether the Prime Minister knew about 1985. WZYE TV, Caribbean News. No filter, no fear.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Right?
There it is.
Penelope Weak Beckles. Yeah, Tommy? Penelope Weak Beckles. Yeah?
Yep.
And Tommy, the thing about it is that just today, the Fourth Estate decided that they were going to throw something up on the wall, Tommy, and see if it could stick.
Yep.
Emerging.
You're going to throw something up on the wall and see if it could stick. So we had that issue. Then today, the Fourth Estate comes out with an article about the PNM winning the next election. Tommy, you the government been in office for 1 year, right? And they wanted to write this article as part of their PNM propaganda agenda. Don't forget that, folks. Huh?
That's so true.
Yeah, don't forget that, folks.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country, and we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
Remember to take the gospel of the PNM and to spread it in your homes, your villages, in your offices, and throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago.
Now, folks, I want you all to listen to what the Fourth Estate Express decided to try to pull to hoodwink the people of Trinidad and Tobago. But we have them. We have them. We understand what they're trying to do, Tommy.
Yep.
And we're watching them like a hawk. Yeah, like a. By the way, Tommy, what is the species of a hawk? A hawk is what? What is the species of a kobo? A kobo.
A kobo is a scavenger.
A hawk is not a scavenger too?
A hawk is a bird of prey.
But a bird of prey is a scavenger? No?
I don't think a kobo is a bird of prey.
Let me see. What is a kobo? Is that the name, or if it's just we get our name in Trinidad and Tobago?
Trinidad name for it is kobo, but
What?
it's a crow.
A kobo. What is a kobo? What is a kobo bird?
What does Google say?
In standard French, kobo translates generally to raven or crow. These are large, highly intelligent, all-black birds known for their adaptability and complex social behavior. In the Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago, locally, the term kobo refers to American black vulture. It is a large scavenging bird of prey with a black body and a bare, wrinkled gray-black hair. Often considered nature's cleanup crew, these birds play an essential ecological role by eating carrion and preventing the spread of disease. They have broad wings, wide tips, visible in sight, a short square tail, and a signature featherless head. They are highly social, frequently seen circling in large groups near roadsides, garbage dumps, or coastal areas. Okay. Okay. So what is a hawk now? What is hawk? All right. What's the difference between a kobo and a hawk? Right?
A hawk will take your chickens live.
Between live?
A hawk is like an eagle.
Yeah. Okay. And kobo and the hawk. All right. Let me see. The main difference is their diet and ecological role. Kobos are scavengers that eat already dead animals, while hawks are active predators that hunt live prey.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. So, folks, take a listen to this, right? This is today's Fourth Estate. Take a listen to this.
Or still lost in them. Emerging from the shadows, or still lost in them. How the Sunday Express turned Penelope, weak, Beckle's year of failure into a fairy tale of Vago. Welcome to WZYE TV. Today we address a piece of political fiction published by the Sunday Express on June 7th, 2026, dressed as journalism, filed under news, but functioning as pure PNM propaganda. The article, co-authored by Verdell Bishop and Shavana Lal, declares with breathtaking confidence that opposition leader Penelope Beckles has emerged from the shadows and is shifting gears toward a more polished and active public presence. It even frames her bold declaration of a 2030 PNM election victory as the announcement of a leader hitting her stride. WZYE TV is going to read that article back to you, and then read reality back to you, because the two look nothing alike. What the Express said and what it omitted. The Express article opens with this line: Not so long ago, opposition leader Penelope Beckles was almost invisible and largely unreachable. Let us pause there. The newspaper is openly acknowledging that the leader of the official parliamentary opposition, the woman constitutionally positioned as the alternative prime minister of this country, was almost invisible. That is not a compliment wrapped in criticism. That is a confession. And the Express buries it in the opening sentence before pivoting immediately to rehabilitation. Now, however, there is no doubt she has emerged from the shadows. On what basis? The article's evidence of this emergence is a speech at a PNM Women's League meeting in Faizabad, a declaration that the PNM will win the 2030 general election, and glowing quotes from former PNM Vice Chairman Robert LaHunt, a loyal party insider who says he has full confidence in Beckles and believes she would win 90% of PNM support if an election were called tomorrow morning. That is the totality of the independent evidence offered. One partisan source, one internal party meeting, and one prediction of a 2030 victory from a leader whose party just lost 1/3 of its support base in 2025.
So, Tommy, how could it jump from 2026 to 2030, boy?
They're trying all the shots they can as soon as they can, hoping to score points.
You know, but at least make a little bit of sense, don't it?
It don't have to make sense for them.
Oh yeah, right.
They just want to win, and that's it.
It's propaganda at its fullest.
That's right.
Sherry Abiam, welcome. Good Sunday vibes to Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy. Let's get back to the editor.
And the Express calls this emergence. The record the Express chose not to print. While the Express was writing Beckles' political rehabilitation piece, WZYE TV invites the public to consider what actually happened in the 1 year of Beckles' leadership the article covers. Item 1. The John Bates/Al Rawi fiasco. Both senators edited former Health Minister Diyal Singh's witness statement before it went to a parliamentary committee. John Bates was removed after a month of Beckles' dithering. Al Rawi, the more senior, more powerful former Attorney General, walked away completely untouched. One standard for the young woman, a totally different one for the old boy. The Express Emergence article. Zero mention. Item 2. The UNSC humiliation. 2 days before this article ran, Beckles responded to TNT's historic 181 vote UN Security Council triumph by asking the Prime Minister if she knew TNT served on the Council in 1985. 40 years ago, the PM replied that many in the chamber were probably not yet born then. It was a political execution. The Express Emergence story. Zero mention. Item 3. The $67 million lobbyist. The UNSC debate exposed that the PNM spent $67 million Trinidad and Tobago on a New York lobbyist over 9 years with, in the PM's words, little evidence of measurable achievements. The UNC secured the seat in 1 year for the cost of promotional materials and one reception. The Express boldness story. Zero mention. The emergence that is not. Let us be precise about what it means to emerge from the shadows as a leader of the opposition. It means holding the government accountable on the floor of Parliament with facts, evidence, and devastating consistency. It means building a credible alternative policy platform. It means projecting authority, discipline, and fairness, including fairness within your own parliamentary team. It means growing your party's support base, not merely re-energizing those who are already loyal. On every single one of those measures, Penelope Beckles has not emerged. She has remained exactly where she started, in the shadows, occasionally stepping into the light for a party meeting or a social media post before retreating again. Even LaHunt's defense is a concession dressed as a compliment. He says Beckles spent the year doing necessary groundwork that might not be flashy. He says she was rightly focused on rebuilding the foundation. He is describing 1 full year in which the official leader of the opposition produced no meaningful parliamentary challenge to a government that, by his own admission, has continually disappointed the public. If the government is that disappointing, why did the opposition not land a single knockout blow in 12 months? That failure belongs to Beckles. WZYE TV analysis. The Sunday Express article is not journalism. It is a PNM public relations exercise published under 2 bylines and given the authority of a national newspaper's news section. The tell is in the framing. There is no doubt she has emerged from the shadows. No doubt, according to Robert LaHunt, a party insider. That is the entire independent evidence base. A genuinely balanced report would have referenced the John Bates double standard, the UNSC humiliation, and the $67 million lobbyist. None of that appears. What appears is a profile piece too favorable even for the PNM's own communications team. WZYE TV respects Beckles' right to lead the PNM and build her party. But credibility must be earned. It cannot be gift-wrapped by a sympathetic newspaper and handed over as a headline. The people of Trinidad and Tobago watched the UNSC debate. They watched the John Bates fiasco. They watched a month of silence while a senator's future dangled. They know what they saw. No Sunday Express feature, however warmly written, can make them unsee it. When the Express writes that Penelope Beckles has emerged from the shadows, it is not reporting. It is wishing. WZYE TV, Caribbean News. No filter. No fear.
You know, Tommy's interesting at that. The Express seem to be very consistent in their so-called editorials, right? And it just seems to be pro PNM, Tommy. So they're the propagandists of the PNM.
They both are.
Right? And Tommy, and we have to make sure and let the people understand what the Express and the Guardian is doing. Right? Because they have come to be propagandists of the PNM.
Yep.
Right? And they have an agenda. And PNM Fox. Moses. Right? Tommy, so listen to this, right? PNM Fox says countries do not directly pay for votes. They spend millions of dollars on elaborate lobbying campaigns, official travel, and diplomatic horse trading to secure a temporary seat on the UNSC. You see, Tommy, PNM Fox, Moses, PNM Fox, Moses, right? Trying to take we for fools, right? If you hire a lobbyist and a lobbyist is lobbying for you to get a seat on the UNSC, you ain't paying the lobbyist.
Absolutely.
So it's free.
You're spending money.
Well, let me read something for PNM Fox. Yeah, PNM Fox. You know we here, yeah? Do countries use lobbyists to get a seat on the UN Security Council? So, Tommy, if I pay you 10 million US, what you have to do is to go out and use that 10 million to get us a seat on the UNSC.
That's
right?
correct.
However you want to do it, whether you want to take them to dinner, whether you want to take them to a basketball game, you're paying, Tommy. You see the PNM miseducation, the miseducation that the PNM give you, they feel like when you're paying, Tommy, I had to get the money in your hand. Right? You know, it's interesting, Tommy. When I worked at the New York Stock Exchange, they had implemented a rule that you couldn't take a gift that was worth more than, say, like $100. If you're going to take a gift, well, you couldn't take it. No gift, this is an example, no gift worth more than $100. And why you think that is, Tommy? Work for the New York Stock Exchange, you do insider trading, you do market manipulation, and companies on the floor of the exchange will give you, look, take 2 tickets to go and see the Knicks play, whoever. Take 2 tickets to go and see this hockey game. Take 2 tickets to go and see the soccer game. Take 100 a gift to go and have a dinner or 2 with your wife. Why you think, Tommy, they put a clamp down on that? Why?
To cut down on the corrupt practices.
Thank you very much, Tommy. So when PNM Fox says countries do not directly pay for votes,
That's common
nobody.
sense.
Eh?
That's common sense.
That's common sense. So you see, with the PNM people, common sense
is not common.
not common. Correct is right. Correct is right. But I would expect a statement like that from Gordon Gangachana Dryden Joseph, because he doesn't Google anything. So I would have thought that PNM Fox Google that information before you come and you put it there. Anyway, listen to this. Do countries use lobbyists to get a seat on the UN Security Council? Yes. Countries regularly use intensive diplomatic lobbying, often spending millions of dollars to secure a temporary, non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council. And listen to this. Listen to this, folks. Listen. Especially you miseducated PNM people. The competition is fierce, and aspiring nations deploy a range of campaign strategies to win the required 2/3 majority of the 193-member UN General Assembly. So when the government talks about not spending all the money the PNM spent and still couldn't get a seat, that is the difference. So PNM Fox, oh God, get your information right before you put it down now, man. Please. Please. You could go to them other program and put things like that and you will get away with it. But now when you come in here, don't forget, Gordon Gangachana Dryden Joseph Tommy said that he considers us to be the fact-check kings. Right? That's what he said. I didn't say it. He said it. So, PNM Moses, come a little better, please. Begging you. Anyway, let me go back to the chat. Tell me, boy, them fellas don't like to get exposed, boy.
They come in the wrong forum with the propagandist agenda.
Correct. I recently heard a conversation where it was touted that Rowley rang the stock exchange bell. Walls, you care to revisit those who were closing their fridge door as brief as you can? Tommy, again, Folks, there are 2 major exchanges in New York. It is the New York Stock Exchange and it is the NASDAQ Exchange. Right? The NASDAQ Stock Exchange. Tommy, you have minor leagues and you have major leagues.
True.
The New York Stock Exchange is the major league.
NASDAQ is minor.
NASDAQ is the minor league. The former never rang the bell on the New York Stock Exchange. Since we're talking about this, I personally took him and his entourage to the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, which they were clueless about anything regarding stocks. All of them. That's when I realized something, Tommy, that before that too, that as a minister in Trinidad and Tobago, Tommy, I could be a minister in any ministry. I ain't bragging, But don't forget, Deion Sanders has a quote that says, "Don't let my confidence interfere with your insecurity." All right? Yes, Tommy. So Volsang, it never happened. It never happened. But, and I will leave it there. I will leave it there. Just go to the market, right? Wait. PNM Moses says the seat PNM was lobbying for is 2007, 2008 seat. Tommy? Tommy, the seat the PNM was lobbying for is the 2007, 2008. What does he mean by that?
2007, 2008.
Did he mean 2027, 2028? I don't understand that. You see, Bartolomeo, what PNM Fox, what are you talking about? Help me before we don't jump to no conclusion, Tommy. PNM Fox, what do you mean? The seat the PNM was lobbying for was the 2007, 2008 seat. You mean? All right, I'm not gonna try to go into his brain.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, that's way too much, you know. My brain might have too much red in it. Susan Lachan say, good evening, Washington, Uncle Tommy, and all the beautiful village family. Have a wonderful day. Okay, let me see what else is here. So, PNM Fox say, if your listeners are intelligent, you are the one who got exposed with your nonsense. What does it mean? What does it mean, Tommy? So he get exposed and his nonsense.
Yes,
I didn't make that up, you know, Tommy. Tommy, he wrote something. When he get exposed, right, due to his PNM miseducation, he vexed with me.
He trying to flip the script.
He trying to flip the script. Yes. You know, like we just talking about the Kobo and the
vulture, the eagle.
Yeah, the Kobo and the eagle. Right? He tried to flip the script. Yeah, PNM Fox. Keep trying. Yeah, he rang the bell on NASDAQ share plummet. He rang the bell on the NASDAQ. Yeah. Yolanda Cordner, welcome. Blessed evening to everyone who is listening. And you know the funny thing, Tommy? PNM people was on the radio, you know. Hey, look. The former ring the bell on the New York Stock Exchange, boy. Oh God. And I laughing because, you know, anyway, you know, when you don't know that you don't know, even if I tell it, all right, listen to it. You see, Tommy, look again. Tommy, you see, Tommy? Tommy, I hate when we are correct. He was talking about 2027, 2028. So wait now. So Tommy, think about this, right? What the miseducation is real, you know?
Yep.
He's saying the PNM in 2025 was campaigning for the seat in 2027, 2028. Right? And what happened? They get kicked out of office. So what he's trying to do is to now shift the goalpost to think that, well, yeah, the PNM was trying for that. What about all the other years, Tommy? So wait. From 2015 to 2025, there was no seat on the National Security Council, the National Security Council, Tommy?
Obviously not.
So PNM Moses. Question for you. As a matter of fact, let me ask that question. So folks, I'm taking PNM Moses to school. I'm taking him to school. And it's not Tranquility Government Secondary. It is not Bartaria Junior Sec or Diego Martin Junior Sec. Right? I'm taking him to kindergarten. Because you have to start from his kindergarten first, Tommy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to start with him in kindergarten. I can't start with him in first grade or second grade. You understand? Because that miseducation the PNM have instilled in their brain, it real. Tommy, just imagine this. I know you can't imagine it, but imagine a PNM miseducation and some of this juice. Yeah, Tommy?
Wow.
Right? So again, Moses, it's okay. PNM Moses, it's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody. But let me ask a question. I want to ask this question, all right? And this is the reason why I want to ask this question. Was there seat on the UNSC between 2015 to 2025? Okay, just as an example, Tommy, just as an example, June 2024, Denmark, Greece, Panama, Pakistan, and Somalia were elected as non-permanent members of the UN Security Council for the 2025 to 2026 following a vote in the General Assembly. Wait now. Wait. Who was in power in 2025, Tommy? Who for that part?
Up until April 28th.
Yeah. But this was in 2024, Tommy.
That was PNM in power.
PNM Moses, who was in power in 2024? Listen now, man. Well, you go elsewhere and spin that dotishology, yeah? Don't come here with your dotishology and stupidology and foolishology and madology and nincompoopology. Don't come here with that. Go elsewhere and spin that. Well, you can't spin that here. 2024, look at here. Go and Google it. PNM Moses. Denmark, Greece, Panama, Pakistan, and Somalia. June 2024. Who was in power in 2024? Who? Why, all you? I'm sorry for all you, boy. I'm sorry. I like all you now, but I like all you to come. I like all you to come. Yeah? Yeah. Look. Stop making a fool of yourself. Debate the facts then, huh? Let me debate it. In June 2024, those countries had non-permanent seats on the UNSC. Who was in power? How come they didn't get that? How come they wasn't one of the countries? Tommy? And that's 2024. Eh? How come in 2026, 2025, the UNC win, and all of a sudden in 2026, they have a 2-year non-permanent seat on the UNSC? Eh? How? Yeah, Volsang. Yeah. Go on them other programs and give them that. Yeah, go on them other programs. Not here, PNM Moses. Yeah? Yeah? And Wall Street's up making a fool of yourself. Yes, you see, there's a difference between FACTS and FAX. Pioneer Moses. There's a difference. Yeah? And you don't like to hear them difference. But anyway, I'm going to take a voice note here. And Tommy, we didn't come here to give him that fax, Right?
True.
We just looked it up. Yeah. Don't look it up. And not only that, but Pioneer Moses had the year wrong too.
Yep.
Pioneer Moses, we had to correct you with the year, right? We had to correct you with the year the Pioneer was in power and they couldn't get a seat. They couldn't get a seat. We gave you the countries that got a seat in 2024 when the PNM was in power. And PNM Moses, Lord Father, that miseducation is real. That PNM miseducation is real. Let me take a voice note here.
Good afternoon, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and to everybody out there. What a rainy Sunday. Now, you remember, let me take you back down memory lane a little bit. When Dr. Monilal asked Rowley if Trinidad is paying a lobbyist, he said Monilal making mischief. You don't know what Monilal talking about. Then 2 weeks later, we heard, yes, they're paying a lobbyist $16.5 million US. And not only one, they are paying two lobbyists, one for Trinidad and Tobago and one for CARICOM. Right? One for CARICOM. But I want to ask, isn't it that man Gill was the lobbyist? The same man who was involved in Naikwan Industries, the refinery that they sold them. And the same man, it is alleged, bought an island of Damien Bay down the islands. Makes you wonder what it is where he was really lobbying. What it is he was really lobbying. And Wall Street, Penelope Beckles made a fool of herself. A real fool of herself, when all she could have stand up and say in Parliament was ask the Prime Minister if she was aware that PNM already had that seat. That's why the Prime Minister put her in a place. Right? They were there for 10 years, and you see all the PNMites on the chat making excuses now for the seat. But if they had gotten it, if PNM had gotten it, Rowley had gotten it, or Manning had gotten it when they were there, you would have never hear that gobbledygook. That Balize Gobari, you would have never hear it. But because this government got the seat, right? And nobody else said, all right, nobody else didn't, but they didn't have to vote for her overwhelmingly, right? 129 votes would have covered it, but they got 181, and that is what eated all the PNMites. And have Anne-Marie Brown talking a set of crap, right? And not only she talking nonsense, Wall Street, but you have the former talking about the responsibilities. Now, you have the PNMites on the chat saying, in other words, then they brush out of dying nothing. But then you have the former talking about is a lot of responsibilities. He have no moral authority to talk about responsibilities, because I remind you of something again. When he was chair of CARICOM, that failure did not even know that 500,000 vaccines were in the CARICOM region. And lying and saying, I am the chair, and if that amount had come in, I would have known. And they showed you a plane offloading the vaccines and then. It was Mia Motley who had to give us vaccine. And Fasina no shame talking about him begging nobody for vaccines, when the then opposition leader, Mrs. Prasad Bisasa, wrote him and asked him to ask the Indian government, because they were willing. And they big bacchanal between the Indian government ambassador and our country. Yet he went after Ghana and said that they buy fake vaccine. That's why Ghana gave it good. Imagine that failure coming to give people advice. We don't want no advice from you. Look at what you did to this country. We don't want any advice. And I will use the remark, if I'm permitted to do so. The same thing he tell Mrs. Pasabi says, sir, where to put the bill? Well, you take your advice and put it right there. We don't want to hear nothing. And Wall Street, you remember, he pay a lobbyist to ring the bell and crash the stock market. Fussy blight. Have a good one. Later.
Thank you for
Top of the hour.
Yeah, it's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy and Professor Worship. When we come back, we're going to show you all what the miseducation of the PNM have done to many of their supporters. You can stay. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshit, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Don't forget, folks, on the video, join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. And 973-609-6509. Folks. Caller, welcome. Caller.
Thank you very much. Good after lunch.
Good afternoon
to you, yours, the others, and the rest. How are you?
I am splendiferous, trumendiferous, marvelicious, wonderfulicious, splentastic, spectacular, and trumendiferous.
Wow. In other words, that's a Brazilian shirt you're wearing there, may I ask?
Yes, it is.
I want to congratulate you. You finally get something right, boy.
You see,
my betterness.
You see the color? The color. What about the color?
Forget about the color now. Forget about the color.
I wearing it because
a
of
Brazilian.
The color. I wearing it because of the
because
color.
of the color?
Yes, because of the color. Yeah.
Well, look, you have me nervous now. Because the last time that color went up there and support Brazil, they get 7 from Germany, you know. 7, you know. So now you have me nervous now. You have me nervous now. Oh, God, don't do me that now. Don't do me. They have a color. They have a blue that's playing too, you know. You want to wear the blue?
No, I want the blue. I want only taking yellow. I didn't get the blue. I didn't get the blue.
What size you wear? What size you wear?
These are, this is our collectors, eh? This is our medium. This is our collectors one.
Oh, gosh. No, you have me frightened, boy. Oh, Lord.
Deep in my closet.
Look who's supporting Brazil now, boy. Oh, my goodness. Anyhow, let me see if I could get in the east, west, north, south. Yeah, my 4 points. Trinidad and Tobago, boy, we have a real crime problem, which is not new. Let me drop that in one time because I am very balanced, all right? And I love country more than any dance, fete, or party.
Can I ask you a question? All right? Can I ask you a question?
Sure, you're allowed to.
Under which government Trinidad have the first, second, and third highest amount of murders? Under which government?
Based on what I am hearing and seeing, is the PNM.
Okay, good. You're going good. Go ahead. Your party. Go ahead.
Right. Well, not that I'm going good. You know I don't lie. You know that.
No.
You understand? So don't try to
lie on that question.
You understand? You know I don't lie. Right. All right. Because I wouldn't go, because if I was talking on a PNM station, you know what they would have asked me? They would have asked me, under which opposition crime went up the most? That's what they would have asked me. But now the thing that's going on the talk show.
What are the difference? I asked you under which government. I never asked you under the PNM government.
No, well, I just showing you. You asked me because of who you support. And I'm saying that if I had called on their program.
Let me ask you a next question. Under which commissioner of police Trinidad and Tobago have the first and second highest murders in the history of Trinidad and Tobago? Under which police commissioner?
Commissioner of police, whoever I want to put, is government. Government dealing with governance is PNM. Okay?
I never asked PNM. I asked Commissioner of Police.
Right. PNM. It had nothing to do with commissioner by the name of thing or thing.
I asked for the Commissioner of Police. If you don't know, you don't know. It's okay.
All right. Put it down as I don't know. Now.
All right. Okay. Go ahead. Make your point.
Okay?
Go ahead.
Put it down as I know. I know you're in America. I could plead the fifth, but I don't like that. I ain't doing that. Yeah. And the question is, what is being done to help change it? Oh gosh, I'm feeling like if the past 25 years are hearing, crime is down, murders are down 42%. People getting licked down almost every day or every other day, and it's not like one, sometimes two, sometimes three, and all I hearing still, murders are down. They used to be saying, well, it's in the PNM areas, well, they stopped saying that now because everybody and their brother see what is going on. Crime don't have no area. It don't have no color that to say, look, I want to kill this color, I want to do it, right? So I am saying that we need to come up with suggestions. We need to come up with something. Blowing in our bag ain't doing nothing. You understand? I heard our Prime Minister talk about what is on the books. The hangman's loose. I ain't hear nothing after that. So I don't know if that was just a part of the political talk. You know, I don't know. You understand? And I don't want to think the wrong thing. You understand? So every day I kind of hoping, looking, watching, because these fellas out there and some of the ladies, they feel once they have a gun, they could do what they want. And to me, the best way to deal with crime is to make the criminal feel, hey, if I do this, I could end up in a bad position shortly. If I do that, I could end up in a bad position. And once they are not feeling that, man, high daytime, 12 o'clock in the day, 9 o'clock in the morning, look at the kind of thing that is happening. But you had the 6.5 telling you, well, it's 42% less. I could tell the people who just get their home invaded last week there, that crime down 42%. The person who just get their father killed or their uncle, I could go and tell them, well, crime down 42%. Oh gosh, let we come up with some ways and means and ideas of things. One of the things is, you know what I mean, the cameras, right? So we know what was said before. You understand? And you know, my sermons have always been consistent. The flopping never help, and it will never help. So I look forward to seeing the people who have the opportunity to steer the buck in the village to take those who decide to come on the truck to that place where we could see the kind of difference that you will say, boy, this has nothing to do with yellow or red or blue or white, you know. This has to do with coming up with ways and means and not trying to fight who were there before or who might be coming. You want to stay in power? I don't have a problem with that. PNM did it back to back. But you've got to do things that will make the people feel that you deserve to be there. You can't be fighting down the people and coming up with things. They're telling you 10 years.
Thank you,
10 years, they marched around the parliament, they had no problem. All of a sudden now, you can't do that now.
Thank you.
Section 34, oh gosh, let me fix this thing now. Please.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks to the call. Tommy, that fella better take up his... Go ahead, Tommy.
No. Finish making your point.
That fella better take off his rear tooth too. You understand? Tommy, since when a reduction of 42% is a negative? Since when? What part of the world is that? Nairon, welcome.
Hey, good evening, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Good evening.
Same to you.
I ain't talked in months. I know. Are you happen to have any conversation on the Walker piece that was supposed to have?
You could talk about this.
The Walk of Peace.
Walk of Peace. That was a Friday, wasn't it?
Someday, I can't remember the day.
Yeah, That's the one from Piccadilly in the Piccadilly Greens. That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, where they disperse the people and them. Yeah, and they say everybody come together and etc. etc. Well, the perfect day for the walk-up piece was Corpus Christi. It had a beautiful procession by the Archbishop
Yeah.
with the body of Christ, with the body of Christ and the procession came along Piccadilly Street. I thought the people in White would come back out of there and walk with Christ and the Archbishop. And maybe throw all the guns in the East Dry River one time. And that'll be a beautiful sight.
Yep.
Yeah. And I done wearing white already. This pony same white clothes they had that day and join the Archbishop. A holy day. Corpus Christi. There was a whole little walk around Piccadilly. And parachute down and come back up. Singing hymns and things. The perfect day for the walk up piece, but nobody come out that day. The cross bother them. The body of Christ bother them. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Good. That's a good one. Look at that.
Yep. Good contribution.
Yeah. Look at Darren a wrong of applause for that one. Darren, you had me laughing. Darren thing.
No audio.
Tommy, I had this thing up on the screen there for a reason. And Mr. Floyd, welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Ansem. Good evening, Mr. Tommy. Good evening to all the callers, success, all the viewers, everybody on the live. Happy to see everybody on this Sunday. Hope everybody had a good Tuesday. I know there's a lot of rain, guys. Be safe on the road, and look for the leaks on the roof. You gotta fix it up when you're done. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, Mr. Tommy. So, I listen to Gordon, and I understand what Gordon's saying. The Gordon, let me be real. Anything this UNC government try to do, people will come with a narrative they're trying to target the black African boys. Right? So how could you change something to help solve the crime problem when every narrative that the PNM doing is attacking the black African boys? So what they had to do? And let me be real, who is the ones who doing the most crime in the country? You understand? We had to stop pretending and stop trying to say we living in a fantasy world. And we have to be real now, and we have to put it for down. There's other ethnicity doing the crime too, but not in that large scale like what we see now. So if you want change, and you're not willing to sacrifice some of your rights and to afford to get change, because anything that you're going to do, you have to try it. If you don't try it, how you don't know what results again and what data again. And last thing before I go, Mr. Ansem, I'm very upset with the whole scenario, everything in Trinidad. There's a lot of people looking for the shortcomings of this UNC government in 1 year. And they have a narrative, we had to come on the public to air the shortcomings of the UNC in order for them to change it. Why? Because you can't be coming on a platform and speaking and talking about the shortcomings after a year. This one again, pay that one. And you know what I just get upset with? People see them and people tell them. But why the people them don't call in? And we going down the same road and we will let history repeat itself. Let me tell you something, who's UNC downfall is the supporters. Because if you look at history, everything that they do is their own who stabbing them in the back. 1 year, and you want miracles to be done. They have no foreign direct investment coming in. That is what they're trying. And if we look at history, who had the money and who shared the money? Wasn't it Miss Kamala when they raised pension, when they raised minimum wage, when they give children laptops, when they had more get programs running with more scholarships and more social welfare. People was getting more money. Who in 10 years, what PNM gave you guys besides hardship we had to face right now? All right, guys, look on this.
Thank you. Tommy.
Thank you, Mr. Florida.
Thank you, Mr. Florida. Tommy, I want to quickly get back to that statement there on the screen by PNM
Moses.
PNM miseducated and you know, I like when they come here to be educated. Eh? So folks, this is what PNM Fox says. Trinidad and Tobago was illegible and served as a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security twice before the 2027-28 term. PNM Fox, you're wrong again. Wrong. You're wrong. Go to the UN website. Here it is, folks. In 1995 to 1986, it was not twice. 1995 to 1986, they served as a non-permanent member. In 2002 to 2003, they served during major global events, including the prelude to the 2003 invasion of Iraq. I want PNM Moses to go to the UN website and tell me the 3 times, including 2027 that they're going to serve and including 1985, 1986. Go to the UN website. All right? So you have some work you have to do. Go and look at it on the UN website. Go and look at it. Go and look at it. Right? And I await your information. And you could put it in the chat too. Screenshot it. Wall Street said African is the poorest in the country and poverty causes crime. Who do you expect to do the most crime, Florida? Oh, God. Tommy?
Yep.
Tommy, I mean, if you think education is expensive, right?
Try again.
Yeah. Well, she said I said Africans is the poorest in the country. That's what I said. I said the PNM had 26.3% of black people living below the poverty line, the highest in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. And of course, if the PNM have them living below the poverty line, PNM Fox, what you think will happen? While this government is putting in plans that's going to lower the amount of black people living below the poverty line. How about that, PNM Moses? You ever thought about that? But I want you all to listen to something. Let me see if I could get it here, Tommy. I want you all to listen to something. Let me see if I get this here. Do I have it here? No, it's not there. That's not it there. Wow. I thought I put it there. If I don't get it today, I'll definitely get it tomorrow. Let me see if it's here. Yeah, boy. I thought I put it there. No, but I didn't. Anyway, I will get that for you. Is there some numbers that I have to get for you? But I want you all to listen to this editorial here. The audacity of amnesia. Dr. Keith Rowley's Facebook sermon on the soul of the nation. The audacity of this man to put a post on Facebook about the soul of the nation. Imagine that? Can you imagine that? So take a listen to this. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I want you all to go to WZYE TV on YouTube and listen to the whole editorial. It is really, really something that you want to listen to.
The audacity of amnesia. Dr. Keith Rowley's Facebook sermon on the soul of the nation. An editorial by Professor Wall Street. On June 3rd, 2026, Trinidad and Tobago achieved something extraordinary on the world stage. by a resounding margin of 181 votes out of 193 UN member states. This nation was elected as a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council for the 2027-2028 term, the most powerful diplomatic body on the planet. The entire Caribbean community celebrated. CARICOM heads of government offered their congratulations. The world took notice of this little nation from the Southern Caribbean. And then Dr. Keith Rowley opened his Facebook page. What followed was a post titled TT in the World, a masterclass in disingenuousness, selective memory, and a special kind of audacity that only a man utterly unburdened by self-awareness could produce. In that post, Dr. Rowley attempted three things simultaneously: to claim credit for the Kamla Persad-Bissessar government's diplomatic achievement, to lecture the nation about the soul of the nation being on trial, and to position himself as a concerned elder statesman. Professor Wall Street is going to deal with that post directly. We are going to give you 10 reasons why this statement was not a surprise from a man widely regarded as one of the worst prime ministers in the history of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. And we will close with our full analysis, setting the record straight. Let us first establish the facts so that our audience is fully informed. Trinidad and Tobago was elected to the UN Security Council on June 3rd, 2026, securing 181 votes. The country will serve a 2-year term beginning January 1st, 2027, representing the Latin American and Caribbean group, GRULAC. TNT ran unopposed for the sole GRULAC seat and received the backing of all 5 permanent members, the United States, United Kingdom, France, China, and Russia. This is only the second time TNT has served on the Security Council. The first was during the 1985-1986 term under Prime Minister George Chambers. This achievement belongs to the government of Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar and the dedicated diplomatic corps of Trinidad and Tobago. It was executed under the current UNC-led administration. Full stop. Now let us examine what Dr. Rowley had to say about it. Here are 10 reasons why it insults every thinking Trinidadian and Tobagonian and was no surprise. 1. He tried to steal credit for an achievement his government never secured. In his post, Dr. Rowley writes, "I am therefore pleased that the work we initiated and prepared has borne the expected fruit." Let that sentence sit with you. The work we initiated. 10 years. Dr. Rowley's government had 10 full years to secure a seat on the United Nations Security Council and failed to deliver it. Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar's government achieved it in less than 1 year. And the man who failed in 10 years wants to claim credit for the woman who succeeded in 1? If you were to open a dictionary and look up the word disingenuous, you would find a photograph of Dr. Keith Rowley. 2. He lectured the nation about its soul while presiding over a decade of bloodshed. Dr. Rowley writes solemnly that the very soul of the nation is on trial. This is a remarkable statement from a man under whose watch Trinidad and Tobago recorded some of the highest murder rates in its entire history. If the soul of the nation was ever on trial, it was on trial every single day of the Rowley administration, when families buried their loved ones and communities lived in terror. Under his watch, if there were a Death Olympics, Trinidad and Tobago would have swept the podium, gold, silver, and bronze. Dr. Rowley does not get to invoke the soul of the nation. He forfeited that moral authority long ago. 3. His government delivered TNT's worst ever corruption perception index ranking. Under Dr. Rowley's leadership, Trinidad and Tobago achieved the dubious distinction of its highest ever ranking on Transparency International's Corruption Perception Index, reaching position 101. That is not a ranking to be proud of. That is a national embarrassment. A man who presided over that level of perceived corruption should be the last person in this country offering moral guidance on how Trinidad and Tobago should conduct itself on the world stage. The goal is breathtaking. 4. He ranked TNT among the top 10 most murderous nations on earth per capita. Under Dr. Rowley's tenure, Trinidad and Tobago consistently ranked in the top 10 countries in the world for murders per capita, not the top 10 in the Caribbean, not the top 10 in Latin America, the top 10 in the entire world. While he was prime minister, while he held the highest office and the full powers of the executive, our people were being slaughtered at a rate that shamed this nation internationally. And now this same man wants to warn us about how we will conduct ourselves at the UN Security Council. The audacity is without parallel. 5. He attacked the current government's foreign policy with no evidence. Dr. Rowley's post accuses the current government of shredding TNT's cherished diplomatic legacy, attacking a neighbor, offering territory for foreign excursions, and ridiculing CARICOM partners. These are grave allegations against the sitting government, made on Facebook without a shred of documentation, without a named incident, without a date, without a source. This is not statesmanship. It is the same pattern we have seen from Dr. Rowley and the PNM opposition since losing the general election. Throw explosive allegations into the public domain without evidence and let the mud stick. The Sunday Express will print it. Their anonymous insiders will echo it, and the damage is done.
So, Tommy, there you have it. That's just half of the editorial, folks. We want you all to go to WZYE TV on YouTube, and you will get yourself the rest of the editorial. And PNM Moses, you need to listen to that editorial too. Eh? And PNM Moses, you need to do a little more homework, boy. Seriously. Just a little more. Yeah? Just a little more. Right?
He's unprepared.
Say that again?
I said he's coming in unprepared.
Yeah, he's coming in unprepared. That's a problem. You have to come prepared. You cannot come
guessing.
Yeah. You can't come. You're guessing. You're guessing. Angela said it seemed the PNM government have withheld the truth about black history from black community that kept them illiterate, ignorant, and they will continue to support their own political parties. I mean, I want to do something. I'm going to do something. Moses, please go to the UN security website. Go to the UN security website. Right? Go to the UN security website. Right? Go there. Tommy, that editorial was very important because you have the former talking about the soul of the nation. Beulah, welcome.
Yeah, hello guys. Just tuned in, watching all your there. Good editorial, Uncle Wall Street and Uncle Tommy, and to all the listening on and in the chat. Uncle Wall Street, you don't find that woman who hold that peaceful march, that young yellow Her face don't look pleasant at all. She look angry in her face. She don't have a pleasant face, and you don't find she remember Jennifer Baptiste. What did that Jennifer Baptiste's daughter? She looked just like Jennifer Baptiste. I just want to say, I've been watching and following a lot of social media, people making videos and things. And let me tell you, PNM going through from all those black people who doing videos. Man, if you hear them against Penny and against the opposition concerning Faris Alwari and Bates, concerning that peace march, and that wasn't no peace march, that was the opposition. They planned all of that, right? And I tell you, the German PNM heavy, and the few PNM knights don't like it. And I was sending you a video with Heavy T, how Heavy T brought it across so simple, so effective, and informative for the African people to understand who really had them under bondage and enslaved. It wasn't the Indian. When I tell you that was so informative, it made a lot of people, just kind of get emotional. The man brought it across so good. And yet, tell you, have some callers calling in your program here now and telling you, and we need to do this, and they need to do that, and they need to do that. Let me tell you something. African people are their own self-destructive demise, right? They are their own. When they say, this one die and that one die, check the majority of this. Be counting, how much Indian you see doing the crimes and how much African doing the crime. But shame in them, they don't want to admit it. Yes, it have crime all over Trinidad and Tobago, but the majority of the people who doing it is Africans. And everybody know that. Right? But yet they always coming and saying Kamala this and Kamala that, and she need to come up with new plans and new this and new that. I have been hearing that for a mighty long time. And you could tell them what? Gladiator used to say you could lead them to the water, but you can't force them to drink it. They love that way, and that will be their way. But the one Penny and the opposition, we give all of them. It have no PNM again, They're being self-destruct one by one. And you see, Bates, I ain't feeling sorry for she. She had a choice. God gave all of us a free choice to choose. And if Paris maybe actually, I just saying actually will do so and so and so, she know because she know the laws and the land. Right? Yet still she didn't do that. So I'm not feeling sorry for she. And nobody had throw she under the bus. She throws herself under the bus. But wait and see, Paris still coming, because I see the Attorney General point at Paris. He's coming at Paris there. He's a very quiet, wise man. And Paris still coming and going to be better and greater shall be his fall than Bates. Okay, I'll call back.
Thank you. Tommy, let me do this for you all. I'm going to the UN website, okay? UN website. Okay.
Yep.
Let me put it up on the screen for you guys. Look it on the screen, guys. Don't just take my word for it, Look it on the screen. You know what it says? This is the United Nations. Below, you can see the list of countries which has been elected as members of the UN Security Council at least once since 1946. Tommy, you seen that, right?
Yep.
Read on the screen what Moses says there.
Moses says 1985 to 1986, served under Prime Minister George Chambers. 2002 to 2003, served under Prime Minister Patrick Manning. And 2007 to 2008, an upcoming 2-year term.
Okay, right? So let me do this. Let me. So you see all the countries right here, Tommy? I'm scrolling, right?
Right.
Let me scroll along. This is on the UN website. Let me scroll along to Trinidad and Tobago. And let me put it on the screen for you guys. You guys see Trinidad and Tobago right here?
Yep.
What years that you can see it on? If you can,
Only 85, 86.
You see that right there? Folks, this is the United Nations Security Council. Eh? What does it say there, Tommy?
85, 86 only.
Okay. That's what I was telling you. You know, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. You understand? This is the United Nations Security Council. So you know what? The UN have it wrong, PNM Moses, and you have it right. Nairon, welcome.
Good evening again, Uncle Tommy.
Yeah, man.
So what is the situation now? The situation now, I asked a question now.
Yeah.
Is that the former administration, whatever they did, get us to where we are on the National Security Council. But I think the former Minister of Foreign Affairs had some press conference and he said there was a cabinet decision and they got CARICOM to the lobby CARICOM to vote and because of them put things in place then. But I thought we followed to CARICOM. according to them.
Yeah, we followed to CARICOM.
Yeah, they don't like we sever ties. We give a better taste in their mouth. They might say.
Yeah.
But I can't remember word for word verbatim, yeah. So one time CARICOM vote for Trinidad and Tobago when PNM was there and at the top there over went on there. I know the votes a secret ballot.
Yeah.
Right? Or 80 something. Right? And I think 8 countries abstain. I knew it's a new story now. Who don't want to know who abstain? Why they abstain for? Yeah, a whole news article on that. On that 81 vote yes.
But who abstain?
Right?
Who abstain?
Who abstain? And a secret ballot. Yeah. So them is Houdini now. Them make a story out of nothing. Right? Because you don't know who voted for we.
Yeah.
Them make an imaginary story. Them create a story then out of nothing. So 1 minute is a good thing we in 1 minute supporters of the opposition say yes, it's because of we. And in the next minute some supporters of the opposition say I nothing. So the opposition divided now on the ground with how to call in radio station to argue a case for and argue a case again. So them really know what I'm talking about. Happy to pull up this website thing here because see 85 to 86.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's the UN website.
I see that you know.
Me make it up.
Yeah, where they go say somebody went in there and take out some years and things. It's real. People that argue case out there with no evidence, you know.
Oh God.
That is do no evidence at all, you know. Them got 2 and 2 is 6 now, you know. Right now, you know.
Correct.
Okay, have a good evening.
Yeah.
All right.
So Tommy, you know, when I hear the thing here, Tommy, I said, but wait, let me go to the UN website to see what it is.
The truth.
If Moses right, he right. You understand? If he right, he's right.
Heaven knows where you got 2002 and 2003 from.
So Tommy, look the latest one. The UNSC updates its information continuously with the most recent public data and operational detail updated on June 5th, 2026. So wait, Tommy, if you was elected in 2003, you mean they ain't updated? They ain't updated yet? For 2003, Tommy?
For 23 years.
Oh, Father. Caller, welcome. Where you calling us from?
York.
Caller.
Yes.
Where you calling us from?
New York.
Oh yeah, how are you doing, caller? Welcome. First time caller?
Second time.
Second time. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. I'm looking at the show and it's kind of disgusting and it can really turn people off. With everything else that's going on in the country, with everything else that we need to look forward to happening, we focus on who lobby, who didn't lobby, who get it then,
Caller, can
who
I ask
get
you a
it now.
question?
Yeah.
How many times Trinidad and Tobago sat in the United Nations General Security Council?
It's that one time 1985, I believe, or whatever. But the point
So
is,
wait, 1
why
minute.
are we
I'll let you
stuck
talk.
on
1
that?
minute. I'll let you talk. So you don't think serving on the Security Council, the United Nations Security Council, a population of $1.4 million is significant? You don't think so?
Of course it is, but I'm talking about the argument, who caused it to happen, who had it before, and that sort of nonsense. Let's let them all focus on where we go from here.
But caller, if one government worked harder than a government that was in power longer, you don't think it's important for you to clear the air as far as why this happened? You don't think so?
You could try to clear the air how much you want, Mr. Wall Street. Some people will never get it.
But I am not worried about those people. I am worried about putting the facts out in the public space.
You may not be worried about that, but they're going to keep texting there and calling and prolonging a nonsensical conversation.
No, I don't think it's nonsensical. I'm sorry. I don't think it's nonsensical because the population, for example, we have a person in the chat telling we a certain narrative. We went to the UN website, and the UN website shows us the dates.
So, Mr. Wall Street, with all due respect, do you think you could convince whoever it is what's on the website is true?
I am
they
not
will
trying.
read it and see something else.
I
Anyway.
am not trying to convince him. I am giving the population the truth. That's what we say we do here. We give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I am not trying to convince him. I am trying to make sure. You remember what the chairman for the PNM says? We just play it here all the time. And what we do here, we give the population the truth, and you can do whatever you want with it.
Okay.
So you don't want us to give the truth then? You don't want us to bring the truth?
I figure you did that already, Mr. Wall Street. I just feel like they will always find a way to bring up something else to keep you in that argument, if you know what I mean.
No, they're not keeping me in the argument. We are here to bring the truth, and we don't. If they want to use this spaghetti theory and throw something up on the wall and see what will stick, we put the facts out in the public domain. Because listen to this. After we talk about this today, a lot of people now are going to go to the UN website to see if what we are saying is true. A lot of them. Because many of them didn't even take a time to go on the website. Okola, we appreciate you listening. Continue to listen. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And you're welcome here on Sunday Talk and in the village anytime. What's your name?
Thank you, Hazel.
What's your name?
Hazel.
Say it again.
Hazel.
Hazel.
Who? I ain't hearing it properly.
She's saying Hazel.
Hazel? Yeah. Oh, Hazel, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Anything else you want to say?
No, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right, Israel's a new caller. Israel, we welcome that. Thank you, Jay Howlett. I'm sorry, you know. Sometimes why you just tell my hard of hearing sometimes. Tommy. Israel, thank you for the call. But you see, Israel, you cannot, Tommy, you see that's part of the problem, you know, Tommy. Tommy, what does always say here? If you leave the little things, the theory of broken windows. You remember that?
Yeah. You don't deal with the little matters, then it compounds.
Correct is right. So you see, you cannot allow these little matters to go unchecked. Because when they go unchecked, right? People say, "Hey boy, look what I told you. You see, look. Now listen to this. We bring the facts, and that's what we do. That's what we're good at. We can say here at WZYE TV, we bring the facts, and if those facts become FAX, we take full responsibility. Full responsibility. You understand? And that's what we about here. Listen, we say it, We don't just talk it. We say it. And we play it for you every day.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station. We're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
I have to say, we take that to heart. Mr. Florida, welcome.
Yeah, good evening again to everyone. Yeah, so the thing is, this come like a school, right? You have to clear this instead of doing 10 things and then leave this undone. So when you deal with this matter here, you will make it done.
Yeah.
Finished, very
done.
Because instead of you do 10 things in your program and then at the end of the day, them 10 things people remember one, but they go remember this.
Correct.
And that is what we had to do.
Yep.
So I appreciate it because you have to get it across the. So when somebody who not tune in live and tune in and later on or tomorrow, they will see and they will say, "Hey, you see, facts. Facts is a stubborn thing. Local listed."
Thank you. Look. Hey, Tommy, look the next partner come. Anderson. Yeah, Anderson, you're not going sideways. I want to know ahead of time, You're not going sideways. Anderson, hang up. Tommy, Anderson, hang up. Anderson, hang up on me. Anderson, let me say welcome to all the people on the beat down. Anderson, and Volsang, you're correct, there are those unfortunate souls who are devoid of pursuing truth, and the likes of Ganga and Moses can influence them otherwise. Very sad, but true. 100% Volsang, absolutely correct. Yes, you cannot let them come. Look, the next one come now. Steve, you do not bring facts. You start from a preconceived belief and try to spin that as true propagandist. Tommy, what? Tommy, if we're not bringing facts, right?
Prove us wrong. Prove it.
That is it. Put fake news on it. Steve, you know what it is, Steve? Steve, you see you and Moses?
It's people like that who have us where we are today.
And Steve, you see you and Moses? You and Moses, Steve?
Stay off the weed.
Alistair.
Yes, sir.
Alistair,
Good afternoon to you, Uncle Tommy, man.
Alistair, say your job, we boy.
Same to you, Alistair.
I am off. I was off the system for about a month.
Oh, all right.
I need to upgrade.
Yeah. You want to tell me, sir?
iPhone.
I say I have to call Alistair, boy. I have to call Alistair because I hear from Alistair.
Now, if you call me, you wouldn't have gotten me at all.
Oh, all right. Okay.
I have an old system. I need my software. I need to get another phone. So
okay, all right.
As soon as I can afford it, I'll get one.
Yeah.
But I call you to ask you, do you all have fraud of the week still?
Yeah. Well,
All right. So my fraud of the week will be the opposition leader Penny.
Okay.
She's saying that the PNM will win the next general election on the front page of the Express. So I laughed. Well, I didn't laugh for a long time until I really laughed. Right?
Yeah.
Because what I believe is that she's banking on history. And why I say she's banking on history, according to history, no other party other than the PNM served 2 terms. Right?
Yeah.
So history shows that. But she is in for a rude awakening. Right? But before I make another contribution here, I would like you to give the Minister of Homeland Security a round of applause and the Commissioner of Police for a wonderful service they did for the people who were stranded in this so-called PNM strike.
All right.
Because if you remember...
Here we go. Hold on.
I don't know what is the meaning of that strike, because for 10 long years, those matters were outstanding during the era of the PNM. Nobody came out. But you remember I had to thank you too, right? I really have to thank you, because I don't see no other YouTuber or anybody or even someone the 91 point made mention of that. Remember this gentleman by the name of Wendell Eversley?
Correct.
Yeah. Right. He put out a video. You played early o'clock, you know. He will organize protest action. You get all the black people to get together to ensure that the government will not have an easy time in office, right? So they will disrupt this country, right? And this was the plan, but they didn't disrupt the country because common sense took its toll. Right?
Yeah.
So, but what I want to say about Miss Penny, she made a statement Friday, which I started to laugh also. She's saying about due process must take place. Now, if she's saying that due process must take place, then what she should have told the people who came out to gather on that protest, let due process take place, not so? Huh?
Yep.
Yes. So and then everybody will have gone their merry way. But you see, again, they don't care about those poor black people out there. All their business is with the treasury. They want to get back into it with the treasury, and they don't want to see progress. And you see that gesture by those young people that they want peace. You could see it in their eye that these young people really want peace.
Yeah.
Right? And for 10 long years under the PNM, with all these funding of these gangs and all of that, I think the people are them fed up. And once crime goes down, PNM, you see that song you sing, the PNM dead?
Yeah.
That is exactly what will take place. Once we have progress in this country and crime goes down, the PNM dead. Thank you, Professor Wall Street. Before I go again, right?
Yeah.
You say you mentioned something about educating the PNM supporters. And you, a man, is specialized in finances, not so?
Yeah.
Right. So what I would like you to do is get a blackboard where they could see. Where $1 trillion, you put a 1 and 12 zeros behind it. 1 million millions is $1 trillion. Right? 1 billion is 1,000 million. But I have to go now. I have somebody comment to me. I have to go now. All right. So
yeah, Tommy, Steve says your childish attempt at humor shows the level of your intellect. Hey, Tommy? No, back at that card.
It's not making sense.
Yeah, back at that card. Folks, Put your closing comments in the chat. Send your closing voice notes. We'll do fraud of the week tomorrow. Put your closing comments in the chat. Put your send your closing quotes. We'll do the fraud of the week tomorrow. Jerome Moses, welcome. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, listener. All right. All right. Put your closing comments in the chat. Send your closing voice notes. You know, I had a video, Tommy, and I thought, let me see if I can get it here. I'm gonna try something else. No, that's not it. Yeah, look here. Let me see if this is it here. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. All right, I'll get that one tomorrow. Okay, here it is. Let me see if this is it here. Okay, let me see. Okay. All right, that's not it. All right, I'll get that one tomorrow. So, folks, put your closing comments in the chat. Send your closing voice notes. All right. Good. Tommy boy, Tommy, you know it's kind of sad, eh? It's really sad when you are trying to educate people with facts and not mislead them.
The propaganda seem to be getting to them.
Yeah, but at least, Tommy, bring the facts. And if you believe that we are trying to mislead people, take us to task, Tommy.
That's all.
Take us to task. Show where we are misleading the people. Put fake news on it and show the facts.
And prove it.
And prove it. But you just want to come and jump up and say, hey, look, them misleading people, they want to mislead people. The people ain't going for that these days, you know. People ain't going for that, you know, PNM Moses. They ain't going for them things these days. You gotta come with your FACTS, not your FAX. And too long, the PNM have been allowed to mislead the people and try to mislead the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And we're not going to allow that. We are not going to allow that. Right? It's either you come with your... No, look, you put information in the chat. You put information in the chat and we have to correct you. You have to correct you.
Yep.
Steve come. Again. Too miseducated PNM. Miseducated. And you all upset when we expose the miseducation that the PNM give to you guys? You all upset with that? Why you all upset with that? We want you guys to think critically. We want you to move from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. But you all don't want that? You all don't want that? But we are going to continue. We are going to continue to do this work. Because at the end of the day, we love Trinidad and Tobago. Yes, we live in the United States of America. We do. But we love Trinidad and Tobago. Let me give my closing comment. Let me give my closing. Go ahead, Tommy. Give your closing comment.
Chinese proverb: Masters, open the doors. You enter by yourself. Again, masters, open the doors. You enter by yourself. Like I always say, you, the man in the mirror, you have to become that change you want to see. However, if you look in that mirror and you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow, God willing. Till then, good night.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're going to go for the break, and when we come back, I'm going to give you my closing quote. Stick and stay. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. Here's my closing comment.
Good morning, Lord. Today is Sunday, June 7th, and I thank you for another day of life. Thank you for your grace, your mercy, and the opportunity to wake up and live this new day under your protection. Loving Father, before anything else, I place my life in your hands. I surrender my worries, my dreams, my plans, and everything that has been weighing on my heart. May your peace calm my mind, and may your presence be with me throughout every moment of this Sunday. Lord, renew my strength, strengthen my faith, and help me trust in you even when I do not understand everything that is happening. Remove all fear, anxiety, and worry from my life. Fill my heart with hope, courage, and confidence in your promises. Bless my family, watch over my home, and guide my steps. May I live this day with gratitude, joy, and the assurance that you are taking care of every detail of my life. I choose to rest in you and place my future in your hands, because I know that your plans are greater and better than my own. Thank you, Lord, for your faithfulness, for your love, and for never leaving me. I surrender this Sunday to you and declare that my trust is in you alone. In Jesus' name, amen.
From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all. I like to stay, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. For every 60 seconds of anger, you use 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Let me go to the closing comments. Ms. Santa Cruz says, beware of false knowledge. It is most dangerous than ignorance. George B. Shaw. Elsie Lacan says, Sunday blessings. Have a safe and great evening, everyone. God bless. Monica Rampisoon, when life happens, it's either you stop or go. Santa Cruz, till tomorrow, God willing, stay blessed, stay safe, stay dry and hydrated, and stay away from hypocrites like Lion Lips Gordon, the convenient patriot. Moses says the editorial you made had lies on Trinidad serving on the UNC, hence the reason you use outdated information from UN to spread your BS. Okay, Moses? See? Okay. Gordon Gangachana, Dryden Joseph said, talk to God and man with an open mind and heart. From your heart, not your head, things can change. Monica Rampison said, be safe, stay blessed till tomorrow, God willing, in Jesus' name, amen. Michael Scotland said, the program was very interesting today, except for someone out of the world, donkey logic. But until Monday, we'll have a better audience. Jenny C. Paul says, Professor Wall Street, as Eric Williams said, the future of the children is in their book bag. It looks like they had no books in their bag. Thank you for bringing truth to power. Thank you. Anthony says, have a blessed and safe afternoon, everyone, till tomorrow, please, God. Jay Howlett said, it's not the strongest that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one with the most adaptable to change. Angie said, I love my country and I'm hoping for a better tomorrow. Have a peaceful night. Eugenia Pundit says, every decade of your life teaches you something, but only if you were humble enough to listen. Jay Howlett says, whatever you like to do, make a hobby of it. Whatever the world likes to do, make a business of it. Thank you. Anika, thank you, WZYE team. Thank you to you, Nikki. Monica Ramkissoon says, another great program, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. Let me see. I think I have one voice note here.
Well, if you all don't want to listen to these PNM people and them as you claim they are, listen to Mr. Jack Warner then. He's not PNM.
Cannot educate people. Alvin, how are you going, brother? Folks, we are out of here. We see you tomorrow from 7 to 10 p.m. on In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Walsh. We are out of here. Bye-bye. Have a happy Sunday.
Lord, we tune into WZYE 95.9. The world right in the airwaves, shining bright and fine. From Margate to the islands, the signal never fades. We lift our hands and praise you for the joy that it brings today. Bless Mr. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, all the viewers too. Every viewer, every caller, every chatter in the crew. Pour your favor on the station. Let the Holy Ghost flow free. WZYE 95.9 broadcasting.